Hello, everyone. This is Ashley Danielle from ashleydanielle.com. I am your psychic intuitive manifestation mentor, and I help you manifest whatever the fuck you want with greater speed and ease and joy. And right now, I want to talk about manifesting love, manifesting a healthy relationship. And where to start if you've been on this journey a while, bringing you back to the basics. I get asked this a lot, especially from clients and people that are in my community. Love slash healthy relationships can be a challenge, especially in today's dating, where there's a lot of people that want to play games and a lot of people letting their traumas run wild, and instead of doing some internal work and really focusing on being the best version of themselves. So my number one tip for manifesting a healthy relationship, because I don't think that it's good to just call in or manifest a relationship. I think that it really needs to be healthy, not toxic, not super full of games and all of that. Especially if you're watching this, if you're in my world, you aren't going to just settle with the first person that comes along. You really want to find your dream person. And so this is probably going to be a little bit annoying to hear. And let me explain a little bit more after I tell you, because this is yet another thing that I think that the spiritual community or manifestation folks get not wrong, but it gets skewed a bit. And that is loving yourself. Now, I find this to be true in any manifestation work. If you're trying to manifest a person, like a specific person, or just a relationship in general, or money, or anything. If you can come to a place of loving yourself first, and now I'm not talking about going from completely hating yourself to completely being head over heels in love with yourself. I'm not talking about that. What I am, which I mean, if that's you and that's the journey that you're on, that is beautiful. What I am talking about is small shifts that you can make in your day-to-day life where you're putting yourself first, where you're choosing loving thoughts for yourself, where you're practicing self-care, where you are doing shadow work and noticing your traumas and your trauma responses, and when you're activated, when you're triggered, when your nervous system is out of regulation, when you're noticing that your energy is out of alignment with your core desired feelings, when you can notice that you're not taking good care of yourself with nutrition. And I'm not talking about having perfect nutrition. I'm talking about, making sure that you're eating, making sure that you're drinking, making sure that, your physical body is being nourished along with your emotional and spiritual and mental bodies. When you can start to practice these things, even just a little bit every day, you are signaling to the universe, you are signaling to your higher self, you are signaling to your subconscious brain that, hey, I am worthy of love. I am deserving of good things. I fully believe that these things are possible for myself. And I'm not saying that you are actively believing these things, but it sends those signals out, right? So if you don't love yourself, which I think a lot of people don't love themselves, and that's completely fine. If you are walking through the world not loving yourself, actively hating yourself, it can be difficult to shift into the energy and alignment that it requires to manifest better and better. And when you do things and you're starting to take care of yourself. So for example, if I am calling in a partner, so I am heterosexual, so I'm calling in a man, I would sit and think, okay, so what are the qualities that I desire in a man? What are the attributes? What are the things that I would want to do in a relationship with a man? For example, maybe I would like my future partner to bring me coffee, right? And something simple. So in order for this to come to fruition with greater speed and greater ease, the thing that I can do, the inspired action that I can then take would be to slow down and make myself a cup of coffee in the morning and sit and intentionally drink my coffee and be like, oh, I really, really love this coffee and I love how it feels. And you might take it a step further and be like, I love that my partner brought this for me or made this for me, etc. Another example would be, say you're, I could go into this whole thing, but it's like I'm trying to stay on topic. So part of what I do is I'm channeling as I'm speaking, and my guides are like, say this, say this, say this. And it's like, calm down. I can only say one thing at a time. But if you are somebody that is, so I read this article about how a lot of people, especially since the pandemic started, are touch deprived because, people were isolated. And so that's what I was thinking about, what my guides were showing me. So if you were thinking about, if you are touch deprived, or if you're, calling in your person, you might be like, oh, I would love a neck massage or whatever. Like, I imagine my person would give me a neck massage. Like, give it to yourself, or go get a massage, or like, hug yourself, like do these things for yourself. These little acts of self-love are what will propel your manifestation coming into your reality so much more quickly. And it is so easy to do. So when I say love yourself, I mean small acts of things that you might do for somebody else, or things that you would like your person to do for you. And it's the same thing with money too, right? So it's like, how would you spend the money? How would you feel if you had money? And give those to yourself now. These acts of self-care and self-love are what are gonna call in your dream person, your your partner much more quickly. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I would love to hear your questions and your takeaways from this video. Thank you.